thank you so much for joining us. I have a lot of exciting information to share with you today. But first of all, let's start off with my favorite little go-kart here. We're going to talk about what Norwegian Cruise Line is really all about. We are a freestyle cruise line. And to show you a little bit more what freestyle life is on board one of our ships, I'm going to show you a little video.
Pull back the shades on a blue sky, sunny day. Watch all the worries of the world just sail away. An ocean, keep your heart wide open. I'm too busy feeling this free. Hey, 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 hey. Come on and celebrate. Hey, hey, hey. It feels so good, go ahead and play. Hey, hey, hey. Don't let them know you pick the perfect time, so let's go. Let's go ahead and open your eyes and free your soul. You picked the perfect time, so let's go. Let's go. Taking a breeze with the magic kind of view. All that you need is right in front of you. So much to see, so much to do. I'm too busy feeling this free. Hey, 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 hey. Don't let a moment slip away. Hey, hey, hey. It feels so good, go ahead and open your eyes and free your soul. You picked the perfect time, so let's go, let's go.
So that gives you just a little taste of what cruising on Norwegian is all about. Now, when I talk about freestyle experience, what that means is you are free to create your own cruise experience. You are free to choose what activities you'd like to have. You're free to choose where you would like to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. The experience really is something that you can tailor yourself. Now, when we talk about food, because anytime you talk about cruising, you got to talk about food. At Norwegian Cruise Line, we have no fixed dining times. You can dress up if you'd like, or you can go as casual as you like. We have no formal dining times. We also have a lot of different choices when it comes to complimentary restaurant options or specialty restaurant options. Now, just to give you a little tad of thought process when it comes to specialty restaurants, we offer sushi restaurants, we offer teppanyaki, we offer steak, we offer real Texas barbecue. We've got just about any type of food you can imagine that your palate would love to try when you're on a cruise. We also have a lot of options, of course, on our buffets. The buffet area is going to look a little differently moving forward. Instead of being able to choose your own food, we're going to have crews stationed at the buffet, and they will in turn be serving you. We also, of course, offer the opportunity to eat 24 hours a day if you would like, and we have room service. So again, there's tons of dining options, but going with freestyle, that means, again, you have no set dining times. So you can choose to eat where you want and when you want. This photograph that you see right here, these are some of our guests sitting outdoors. We do offer outdoor seating on quite a number of our ships. This is called the waterfront. This is on deck 8. You are able to make reservations to dine outdoors. I recommend you do so if you're going to be sailing with us. I like to do it early evening when the sun's going down. It's just fabulous, very romantic, and the ambience is just beautiful. Some of the activities that we have to enjoy when we're on board, you saw that go-kart earlier. Yes, we do have a go-kart track. We actually have them on 3 of our ships, which is exciting. It's an awful lot of fun to be able to participate. If you've got that competitive spirit, you're going to want to race your friends and family, or if you're like me, you'll race anybody. We also offer an aqua park. We've got laser tag. There's a Galaxy Pavilion that offers virtual reality rooms. We've got a huge sports complex along with a great fitness center. Now you see the gentleman on your left-hand side down in the bottom. He is actually on the ropes course. On a number of our ships, we have a ropes course that includes a little bit of an opportunity to zip line. But what I think is really unique is we offer a plank. So if you've ever wanted to play pirate and walk the plank, there's your chance. We have other activities too, depending again on what you would like to enjoy when you're on board. Of course, we have a casino, we've got spa. If you want to go into the spa and enjoy the spa thermal suite, you can see the lovely ladies in the right-hand corner laying on those chairs. They're heated stone chairs. They are just absolutely phenomenal if you're just looking to relax. We also offer a Vibe Beach Club and Spice H2O. These are areas that are adults only. We have a lot of different unique bars and lounges. And of course, you can just stroll the waterfront like we talked about when you were dining. We also have the options to sit up there and enjoy a cocktail or two. There's couches and chairs if you would just like to go sit out there and read a book. For those of you that might be in an indoor cabin during the week, that's what you're going to stay in, or maybe you're staying in an ocean view room and you'd like to have the opportunity to enjoy the outdoors, you may do so by going to deck 8 and just hanging out on the waterfront. We also offer, of course, shopping. If you'd like to come on board and purchase a new handbag, or maybe you forgot something like maybe a bathing suit or some shorts, you may go to the store and purchase that also. We have a fabulous kids program. This is called Splash Academy. The program is broken up into different age groups. So depending on how old your child is or how old your grandchilds are that are going to be cruising with you, they would be in age appropriate activities. Now, these classes and activities are free. And we do offer group sitting too, in case you wanted to go out maybe at night, enjoy dinner, go dancing, and make sure the children are well taken care of. There's the perfect opportunity to be able to take advantage of the group sitting also. And you can see by the bottom left-hand corner, we've got an aqua park. So that's perfect for the little ones to go and splash and get wet. Entertainment on board, we're a little different when it comes to our entertainment versus our competitors, and that we offer full Broadway productions. All of our entertainers are actors and actresses that have portrayed these same plays on Broadway. We have contracts where we bring them on the ship, they perform for you, and what's great is there's no additional charge for that. We also offer dinner shows, plenty of live music, theme parties, and a comedy club. One piece of advice, if you're going to be sailing on one of our ships that has a cavern club, and you happen to see that the Beatles are going to be playing, I recommend you get to that venue at least an hour early because it will fill up really fast. These gentlemen are absolutely phenomenal. They sound just like the Beatles, and once word gets out on the ship, it will be packed. If you're looking for what kind of stateroom might be applicable to what your needs would be when you're on board, we have a wide variety to choose from. We've got something for everybody, and it'll match your travel style or your budget. And we also offer connecting staterooms. So if you've got families that are going to be traveling and they'd like to keep an eye on each other, our Haven is our luxury product that we have available. And this is an area that is very unique and exclusive. You have a gold key card, which allows you access to get into the Haven. This is on the top of the ships, and these are our suites and our penthouse rooms. Our Haven guests all have a butler. They have a concierge service available to them. They have exclusive amenities. They have their own restaurant, and they have their own lounge area. And again, some of these rooms will sleep up to 8 guests. So I highly recommend, if you've got the opportunity, take a look at the Haven Suites because they certainly are fabulous. The remainder of the rooms that we have to offer, we offer a balcony room, which has, again, a nice balcony. And right above the balcony, I don't have a picture of it, but it's our club balcony suites. They look very similar to the balcony rooms. They're just a tad bigger. We also offer ocean view rooms that have a nice window that you can look out. We have the inside rooms. And then if you look at that picture in the bottom right-hand corner, that happens to be one of our studio rooms. That room is designed for one person. This is for our solo travelers. It allows you the opportunity to be able to cruise and only pay for yourself. There's not a $200 upcharge like other cruise lines would charge you to stay in a room. And the studio rooms are located in the center of the ship. They are normally on decks 9, 10, and 11. And what's great about these is it looks like it has a window, but it does not. It's a virtual window. So if you wanted to look outside to see what the weather is going to be, you could just push a button and you will have a full view from the camera off the front of the ship. Now, the studio rooms, like I mentioned, are in the center of the ship. They are key card access only. So the only guests that will be within the hallways of the studio are going to be other guests staying there. We offer also what I think is really cool is a lounge. The studio guests have their own lounge area. The lounge has a wine bar. It has a beer dispenser. It has coffee, tea, pastries, and just chairs. So you can just go and sit and relax. When I travel, I love to stay in the studio rooms because I just think they're very cozy and I love the lounge for myself. Now talk about a little itinerary that is our most popular. And when I say little, I'm only saying that fictitiously because we're going to be talking about Hawaii here. I chose the 2 itineraries, which are my absolute favorite to talk about today. But at the end, I'm going to share some good news for you about some announcements we made yesterday. But I wanted to show you what our Hawaii itinerary is. Our Hawaii itinerary is a 7-day cruise, and it departs on Saturdays out of Honolulu. We visit 4 islands in the week, and we overnight in Maui and in Kauai. So let me just give you a little taste of what Hawaii is like. So that gives you a little idea of what visiting Hawaii is like. And like I mentioned, in Hawaii, we are the only cruise line that visits 4 islands in 7 days, and we overnight in Maui and we overnight in Kauai. We offer 3 different departure ports. We offer the Honolulu, which is every Saturday, and then our Vancouver and our Papeete and Tahiti are additional sailings that are a little bit longer and have a more advanced and exciting itinerary. We also have been voted the best Hawaii itinerary for the past 14 years. And whoops, I'm sorry, hit the wrong button there. I get all excited here. And what's really cool about this itinerary too, if you wanted to add some extra time in Hawaii, you can add a cruise tour. And that cruise tour will give you an extra 4 days, 3 nights, and you would do that prior to your cruise. And again, when we talk about Hawaii, Norwegian Cruise Line is the only cruise line that sails round trip out of Honolulu. We do hope to be able to offer this itinerary at the end of the summer. Nothing has been written in stone yet, but we're really hoping that we're going to be able to. And we also have some new cruises that are including Hawaii with the French Polynesia. Now, the second itinerary I want to talk about is one that I get really excited about, and this is Alaska. I've been to Alaska 10 times. It's my absolute favorite destination to go to. And I think you'll be able to see why when you see this video. I think everybody wants to go to Alaska to be able to see the whales. They are just absolutely phenomenal. When you go to Alaska, you have the opportunity to just enjoy the beauty of Alaska. We're offering 3 different ships sailing different itineraries in Alaska. Our departure ports are Seattle, Vancouver, and Seward. And what's really great about Alaska is we also offer what's called a land program or a cruise tour. And this allows you to get more inside the state of Alaska and really, really immerse yourself into the wilderness and all that Alaska has to offer. These are actually my own personal photographs of what you can do when you are up in Alaska. I decided I wanted to learn how to fly fish, and that's what that center photograph is I had the opportunity to learn very quickly when you're wearing a pair of waders and you're in glacier water and you're walking on rocks that happen to be a little slippery. You walk very gingerly because you do not want to fall into that water. The bear that you happen to see over on the left-hand side, he was just sitting down the river from us while we were fishing. And the guide had told me, don't worry about him. He's not going to bother us because believe me, when he comes into the water, he's going to catch way more fish than you will. And so he did. He just kind of sat and observed us. He wasn't too interested in what we were doing. But I thought it was very unique that he happened to be standing there. Another really fantastic thing about Alaska is when you have the opportunity to get in close to the glaciers. If you've ever had the opportunity to get up to Alaska and get into the glaciers, you'll know that when you listen to the glacier actually calving or when it breaks apart and falls apart, it sounds like thunder. If you've not been up there and you're planning on going to Alaska, make sure when you know you're going to get into Hubbard Glacier or Sawyer Glacier that you are up on deck. Unless you have a balcony room, then you want to be out on your balcony and you want to be listening, because if you start hearing what sounds like thunder, you want to be on the lookout, because that means a piece of that glacier is going to fall down into the water, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. Another option that I had discussed is when you have the opportunity to go to Alaska and you have extra time, you want to add a cruise tour. This is the land portion. This allows you to really get into Alaska. That center picture is Mount Denali. The photograph on the left, I took that coming out of the back of the train that was taking us from Anchorage up into Denali National Park. And of course, if you'd like to, part of the cruise tours will take you over to the Alaska pipeline, so you have a chance to see that also. Now, when you think about land tours and getting into Alaska, again, there's glaciers galore. You want to get up and close with Mount Denali, ride the historic Alaska Railroad. And of course, you want to search for wildlife. Every time I've been up to Alaska, we've seen moose, we've seen bear, we've seen wolves, we've seen just about all the wildlife there is. And that's why I really enjoy going to Alaska. Now this, I think you're going to find these kind of amusing. I took these my last trip up to Alaska, and they were taken in September. These are the Northern Lights in Fairbanks. And I found out if you go to Alaska and you're up there staying in one of the hotels, ask the front desk, if the Northern Lights come out tonight, will you call and wake me up? And they will do so. So both of these pictures were taken, the top one was taken at 2 in the morning in Fairbanks, and the bottom one was taken at about midnight. So you can see the big difference in them. If you're going to Alaska, again, always think about the time of year you're going up there and dress appropriately. I live in Michigan. I've been in Alaska in May, where it was warmer there than it was here in Michigan. So I always recommend just dress in layers, a t-shirt, sweatshirt, maybe a zippered sweatshirt, light jacket, and a backpack. And then you can, as the day progresses and it gets warmer, you can take whatever clothing off you need and put it into your backpack. One thing I wanted to share with you too is, before we talk about the free at sea, these are our promotions. I didn't get the opportunity to throw the slide in here showing you what our new itineraries are that we discussed yesterday, but I'm going to ask you then to reach out to one of the travel advisors at Bon Voyage if you're interested. Yesterday, we announced our back to sea, our back to water plan. We're very excited. We're going to be sailing out of Athens at the end of July. And then in August, we're going to be sailing out of Montego Bay, and we're also going to be sailing out of Punta Cana. And those itineraries are going to be just absolutely phenomenal. If you've ever wanted to see Greece, the itinerary going out of Athens, you are in a port every single day. And then the 2 Caribbean itineraries are absolutely wonderful too. And they do enjoy a at-sea day at the beginning and then an at-sea day at the end. Being that these new itineraries were just announced yesterday, everything is still kind of coming together. But if you're asking about or thinking about vaccinations, yes, you will need to be fully vaccinated to be able to sail on any of our ships prior to October 31st. After that date, we're not sure yet. It's all going to depend on the Center of Disease Control. And then once we have all of the particulars together, we will share that out to our travel partners at Bon Voyage, and they will get that information out to you. Now I want to tempt you a little bit to book because we've got some great promotions. One of our most popular promotions, which we have extended, is free air. We're offering our second guest to fly free. This is an opportunity. You purchase your first air, your second one flies for free. We've got 30% off. Plus, we're offering where you can take all 5 of our promotions from our open bar, our specialty dining, free shore excursions, free Wi-Fi, and we have a lot of sailings where we're offering the 3rd or 4th passenger in that same cabin to sail for free. Again, you'll need to talk to one of the travel advisors at Bon Voyage, and they can give you all that information. And as a special thank you for attending, Ryan talked about this earlier. Here's my exclusive booking incentive. This is just for you for joining me today. I'm offering a $50 onboard credit, a bottle of wine, your choice, red or white, and chocolate covered strawberries. You just need to book and deposit with Bon Voyage Travel by April 12th. All destinations, everything is included: Alaska, Hawaii, Caribbean, Europe, wherever you would like to go. And thank you so much.